If you're running any kind of e-commerce brand and static ads aren't part of your overall approach, then you are leaving money on the table. Over the past 12 months, myself and my agency, Fraggle, have made over 10,000 ads for 7, 8 and 9-figure D2C brands. 20% of those were static ads. Yeah, you heard that right. No fancy UGC, no videos, no transitions, just plain static pixels. And these ads have helped many D2C brands that we work with absolutely slash their CPA, some of them up to 40%. I'm Fraser, I'm one of the founders here at Fraggle, and we make ad creative for D2C brands. So when I talk about this stuff, I know what I'm talking about, I promise. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact process that we use to make static ads for our clients, and also going to reveal a little cheat code for you at the end so that you can do it yourself at scale. So let's get into it. Why do static ads still work in 2025? Well, simply put, they're the easiest way for you to rapidly test messaging, imaging to your customer at a affordable budget. You can probably crank out 20 statics in the time it takes me to make a video. And the reason for that is just, there's 24 images in a second for video and there's only one frame in a static ad. But none of this matters if you don't make them correctly. So there's 3 key learnings that I want to teach you throughout this video. And the first one is that whenever you make static ads, you need to ensure that they are easily skimmable. And what I mean by that is people are bombarded by ads every single day. If they watch a video ad, they have to commit to 5 seconds, let's say, to understand what that video is about. However, with a static ad, they can skim the text and the image in like a second. But that's only if you make it skimmable. If you make the text really difficult to understand or difficult to see, then it's going to take longer for people to realize what the ad's about, and you've lost them and they'll scroll on by. And that's why the most successful statics are the ones that are just simple. Another key thing that you need is you need to deal with objections. Because of the way that Meta works, often enough these static ads are sitting at the bottom or middle of the funnel. And this is the point in the sales journey where people are deciding whether they're going to buy or not. So it's the perfect opportunity to address the objections people might have. Perhaps it's price that is stopping them from purchasing. Well, why don't we break down the price to a daily figure to anchor it at a lower figure? Or maybe it's trust. They don't know you, they don't know why they should buy from you, so social proof would be perfect. And in fact, that leads me into the next point that should be in every single static, and it is social proof. A review, a star rating, a Trustpilot icon, whatever it is, including some social proof in your statics is the key to their success. The brands that are doing statics really well simply don't miss any of those 3 things. So let's break down some of our most successful static ads that we've made at Fraggle, and I'll show you why they work. So this first one is for one of our clients called The Black Stuff. It's a soap brand, and this is such an incredible performing static. I posted it on my Twitter recently, and I compared the different variations, and I asked people which one they think won out, and this was the winner. It's so incredibly simple. It's literally hands holding their different soaps. It's great here because their soaps are really colorful and eye-catching anyway. And that's actually one big point to why this worked, is the imagery is eye-catching. If your product looks cool or you can make it look cool, go to the extra effort because it will make your ads stop the scroll way easier. And then we go on to break down the 3 most popular SKUs and explain them in word terms of what they smell like. For example, citrus cedarwood scrub is orange, peppermint, and cedarwood, and it's citrusy and exfoliating. The static isn't anything groundbreaking. It's literally 3 of their SKUs, images of them, and then we're just explaining what they smell like. And then finally at the bottom we have the copy, which is calling out their offer, which is the clean crack offer. So we're calling out that it's an offer, might get people's attention if they are on the fence about purchasing, and then just a little bit of copy as well, just to seal the deal. Smells so good you'll distract yourself. And then finally a shop now CTA and the logo. Nothing crazy, and yet this performed incredibly well. You'll actually notice on this we don't have any social proof, but at the top I said that every ad needs to include social proof. And that is right, okay, don't get me wrong, but I think it's worth testing sometimes if removing that social proof or having it makes any difference. Maybe do a variation. This was another really popular ad that we made for Freya, and you can see the imagery is probably the reason why it did so well. The idea behind this is that we want to sell bone broth as a natural way to get better bowels, healthier joints, increase your hormone balance, and stronger skin and nails. And so what's the best way to do that? Well, to put a patch of grass, because that says natural, it says organic. So our designer put this together. They generated the little grass patch with Midjourney, and then they literally just put one of their product images, added a shadow, and now it looks like it's floating. And in this one, we have social proof, 2,000 plus 5-star reviews, love it, or money back. That's another main factor of why ads, static ads in particular, often work. It's guarantees. If you can make someone feel safe in their purchase, then they are going to purchase. How much more confident would you feel if someone said, spend $4,000 on this product, and if you hate it, I'll give you your money back? You have nothing to lose, so why would you not purchase it? That's the same thing we're doing here. We're saying, look, try it out. If you don't like it, no worries. You can have your money back, walk away. Nothing lost, nothing gained. And that's all about your offer. It's not necessarily to do with static ads, but the way that you present it in your ads is important. And then at the bottom here, we just have some main benefit call outs, what Freya is going to help you achieve if you use them. Now, this static ad from Misa is probably one of the best static ads in terms of performance that we've ever made. And I am so proud of this because our designer did an incredible work, because all they had to work with was an image cut out of the hand and the product. The rest is all completely generated and stitched together. And that's what's so great about static ads, is you can really make anything possible, particularly now with the rise of ChatGPT and the image generation model. That wasn't around when we made this. However, you can see how easy it would be to make that even now. And the important part that I want to draw your attention to in this ad is the copy. Upgrade your heating and control it from your phone. Often enough, any kind of technology product, it just feels complicated. You lose people because they're like, am I actually going to be able to use this? And so what we wanted to do with the copy in this is simplify it as much as we possibly could do. The Misa allows you to control your heating from your home. That's it. That's how simple it is. But for a lot of people, it's a major upgrade from the regular old thermostats that they have. And so we wanted to include that this is an upgrade from what you already have, giving people a reason to click and find out more. So upgrade your heating and control it from your phone. Simple. And then a bit of color theory comes into this as well. We have, the red drawing our attention to like the pinky red text. And then in the background, we have the purple color, which matches the purple which is on the phone. Everything kind of ties together. Design is actually pretty important when it comes to static ads. You can go down like the ugly static route, like post-it note ads and all that. However, I normally push people towards like the well-designed stuff because it just separates you from a bit of the noise, really. I always say ad creative is your moat. If you can deepen your moat with better ad creative, then people are going to have a harder job copying you. Okay, so we've gone through some of our best performers, but how can you replicate them for yourself? Do you have to hire a designer? Do you have to spend all this money on graphics and photography? No. A great service that I founded with a couple of friends a while back was Creative OS. If you've never heard about this, this is a tool where it's an absolute sea of templates for your ads that you can open up in Canva and Figma, and within a couple of clicks, you have some well-performing static ads. And now it's even easier because of ChatGPT. You can generate your images in ChatGPT. You can take those and add them to a Creative OS template. Within seconds, you've got a bunch of ads to test. There's a link down below if you want to check out Creative OS and you want to support what we're doing. Go and have a look. There's a free trial. You can try it out. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. So to recap, the first thing, research your customer deeply. You need to understand your customer so that you can speak to them. Number two, start with some kind of objection. It can normally spiral a couple of ideas. So start with a popular objection that you get to why your customer hasn't purchased your product. Number three, build in social proof where you can. Any opportunity to increase customer trust is worth it. Number four, design for the scroll. Think about when people are scrolling past. Is this eye-catching enough? Can I skim read this? Think before you design. Test fast, test messy. The best thing about static ads is how many you can make and how many you can test at speed. Rapid testing of statics will result in learnings. If you want static ads like this, or maybe even video ads, then I would love to chat. Scan the QR code on the screen if you want, or check out the link down below to book a call with me. But until the next one, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.